I am a person who likes data. I don't like feelings. I don't like guesses. I like numbers because numbers don't have an opinion and numbers don't lie. I get this a lot. It's about fear. Like, oh my God, the housing market is going to crash. We're all going to die. And I'm like, really? I'm curious. Let's look at the numbers, right? And let's analyze it to see if it is in fact true. So what I've done is I've pulled the MLS here in San Diego locally, and I'm going to analyze basically 1 month. Granted, I understand it's just a snapshot of what the market was performing in 1 month period between September to October. I was honestly surprised by the results I found. So let me share that with you. So let's just take a look at the real data. I have up right now the MLS system for San Diego County. And I'm gonna pull up some numbers and then we're just gonna look at what the reality is. Because so many people are saying different things. You're gonna hear news reporters saying that San Diego's housing prices or number of sales has gone to its lowest, in the last 4 years, or that only 2.5% of the sales are actually active, right? So the best thing to do is let's just check the reality, right? So what we're gonna do is, this is the San Diego MLS. I've selected the county here, and I'm going to go in here and I'm just gonna select active or attached, detached, townhouses and twins. Mobile homes and those other ones we're gonna leave out of this analysis for now, right? And so there's active, pending, solds, and then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna click on active and sold. And you're gonna see the counter up here momentarily. It's gonna be quite a few because this is everything in the MLS system. So I'm going to limit it to basically today, and I'm gonna go back 1 year or at the same time in 1 month. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go back to September 1st, 2024, and I wanna see how many properties actually came on the market in this area, okay? So currently you see there's 8,720 properties that are either active, back on the market, pending, or sold in 1 month between September to October of this year. So when people were saying, oh, the market is crashing, the market is changing, people aren't buying, a good way to look at it is let's just look at the same time last year and see what the results were. So I'm going to change this to 23 and this to 23. And the same time last year, the numbers appear to be pretty darn close. 8,725, right? And in 2024, we were showing for the last month, 8,722 total. So between last year and this year, 2023 and 2024, the numbers are actually are pretty much the same. I'm curious. Let's take a look at 2022, right? Same time, last year to this year, September 1st, 2022 to October 1st, 2022, 9,260. So yeah, it went down by like 500 homes, but out of 10,000, that's a very small decrease overall. And what that tells me is that the market hasn't really changed much. People are still buying homes, people are still selling homes, and this big adjustment that everyone is saying, at least according to our own MLS system, that's not the case here. It doesn't seem to be the case. Between this high of 9,261 to the low of 8,722, we're only down about 5%. Only 5%. So that 95% of the same number of homes went for sale or is actively on the market, right? So what does that mean? That basically means that people are still buying and selling homes. People are still in the housing market, right? Now, if you go let's look at 2021, which was like the crazy year in real estate, right? So 2021 year to date, everyone was saying that, see, I mean, it's 10,600. So it was 1,000 more than 2022, right? Because in 2021, interest was like at 4%, 3%, which, that makes sense, right? Because between 8,700 to this, I mean, we've gone down about what, 15% roughly. So let me take a look. Let me calculate this real quick. 1,913. So that is, that's about a 20% drop between the peak of 2021 to where we are seeing 2022, 2023, and 2024. 2022 was a little bit higher, but 2023 and 2024 have been pretty much the same. And that was when interest rate was at, 8, 9%. The mortgage rates have dropped substantially since then. I mean, the mortgage rate now on a 30-year fix for like a conventional is hovering right around 6.2. If you're a VA or an FHA buyer, you're actually sub sixes. I mean, you're down to as low as like 5.25% to 5.5%. So with the election, I know that people get distracted and the eye is taken off the ball. But after the election, doesn't matter who wins, right? At the end of the day, people are going to have to go back to their life. And what's going to happen is we're going to see a change. I'm not 100% convinced after looking at this data that our market has crashed, or that only 2.5% of the housing market, according to Redfin, is being sold. The numbers here from our own MLS doesn't seem to show that. I'm curious what you think. Put your comments in, leave your comments below and let me know what your thought is. Or am I just missing something here? Because I'm just looking at, granted, 1 month and not the full year, but it's a good snapshot between, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 from a 1 month perspective. And that's literally the month that we're in right now.